This is Newsmax TV. I'm Ashley Martella. President Obama raised some eyebrows over the weekend when he said Muslims have a right to build a mosque near Ground Zero, but later qualified it to say he was not advocating it. But others are, apparently, including New York City Mayor Michael Bloomberg. Dr. Tawfik Hamid is a Newsmax contributor. He's well aware of the threats of radical Islam, having once belonged to a terrorist Islamic organization himself before becoming a reformer. He's a senior fellow and chair for the study of Islamic radicalism at the Potomac Institute for Policy Studies. He's also written a book entitled Inside Jihad, Understanding and Confronting Radical Islam. And he joins us by telephone now. Welcome, Dr. Hamid.
A pleasure to be with you.
You're opposed to the construction of a mosque 2 blocks from the World Trade Center site. Why?
For many Islamists, they believe that this is a sign of victory of Islam and triumph over America. So this for them like a symbol for victory of Islam over the values of America.
What do you say to Mayor Bloomberg having basically given his blessing to the mosque?
I believe he did this without doing the most basic step, which is to make sure that the leaders of the mosques are truly moderate. I don't have any specific negative things against them, except for the issue of Hamas. They support Hamas, for example, organization. That's a very serious issue. This indirectly means they support killing innocent children in the name of Islam. This is what Hamas do. So we deal here with a problem. He should have made sure first that this group is moderate, and number two, he should have asked them if they are truly moderate, shall they tell us and tell the media and tell the world their position from the violent Sharia teachings, such as killing the apostate and beating women and stoning women to death and declaring wars against non-Muslims to spread the religion, and killing gays, and all of these value systems that's practiced in Sharia, promoted in the mainstream Islamic teaching until today, and approved by the 4 schools of Islamic jurisprudence until this moment that I'm speaking with you. I wonder if the mayor asked them what is their position about these issues, because how could he consider them moderates without making sure that they stand clearly and unambiguously against the violent edicts of Sharia? We just have seen Taliban is going to stone actually they stoned them, a young woman, 20 years old, and someone who loved her, 27 years old. They stoned them to death. I would like to know their position, the position of the leader of this mosque from this stoning, and from the rule of stoning that's practiced and acceptable in areas like Iran and Saudi Arabia and Somalia and many other Islamic countries that practice Sharia.
This mosque project has a price tag of $100 million. Any guess on your part as to where the money's coming from?
Wealthy Muslims from around the world. That's the simplest, straightforward answer. It comes, most likely, it will come from personal donations of people who want to see this Islam victorious in the West. And certainly, you cannot say it's when you see the Imam Rauf, for example, he says he is Sufi, and that is great. Sufism is a mystical understanding of the religion that could be peaceful. But again, it's impossible for me to accept that someone is truly moderate unless he stands clearly against the violent edicts of Sharia.
In your opinion, would this project further polarize Muslims from non-Muslims if the mosque is built?
Absolutely. It will create friction between civilizations, and I'm afraid it can be the spark that will start the big fire of a war between civilizations, because I can see people are getting angry, and it shows a lot of insensitivity from the Muslim side, and doing something legal does not mean that you are sensitive to others. You can do many things that are legal, but they are insensitive. For example, President Obama just invited the Muslims to iftar dinner of Ramadan. It's legal that he can put pork there, but he didn't. Why? Because it's insensitive to them.
And one final question. Why do you think it is that Muslim moderates aren't speaking out against the radicals more?
It depends on how much percentage are true moderates here. This is number one. I don't think some people pretend they are moderates, but they are not moderates. This is one reason, and there are many. And there are some people who do not have theological knowledge to actually discredit the beliefs of the radicals. So in general there is some sort of sympathy. It's tribal mentality. We haven't seen demonstrations in hundreds of thousands in the Muslim world against bin Laden, for example. So it's sort of tribal mentality that makes them unable to criticize their fellow Muslim brothers.
Dr. Tawfik Hamid, thanks so much for speaking with us, and we certainly hope that our Newsmax viewers here will read your columns because you're one of our bloggers. We appreciate it.
Oh, thanks a lot. You're welcome.
And thank you for watching Newsmax TV.